Eyes on. And you should be able to hear me now.
Yep.
Alright, I can hear you loud and clear. Our oil pressure and temperature is working, so that's a good sign. Very good sign. I figured it was just a loose sensor and that's probably all it was. Alright, so we're just going to let it warm up a little bit. Go ahead and listen to our weather here.
Altimeter 3016. Pressure altitude -118. Expect visual approach runway 16. Departing runway 16. Attention all aircraft. Hazardous weather information for Northeast region available on highways or flight service.
Warm us up a little quicker.
Advise on initial contact. You have information Lima. Portsmouth Tower information Lima. 1756 Zulu observation. Wind 130 at 05. Visibility 10. 3,500 scattered. 8,500 scattered. Ceiling to 5,000 broken. Temperature -01. Dew point -09er. Altimeter 3016. Pressure altitude -118. Expect visual approach runway 16. Departing runway 16. Attention all aircraft. Hazardous weather information for Northeast region available on highways or flight service frequencies. Advise on initial contact. You have information Lima. Portsmouth Tower.
So at this point earlier, the temperature was like blah.
Oh, really?
So now it's completely steady at 75, so that's good.
Visibility 10. 3,500 scattered.
What's that?
8,500 scattered.
Yeah.
Ceiling to 5,000 broken.
Yeah, it should work just
Temperature
fine now.
-01.
Right,
Dew point -09er. Altimeter 3016. Pressure altitude -118. Expect visual approach runway 16. Departing runway 16. Attention all aircraft. Hazardous weather information for Northeast region available on highways or flight service frequencies. Advise on initial contact. You have information Lima.
Alright, information Lima is current. We're warming up nicely now.
Cap 1931, contact departure. Have a good day.
Alright, so we'll be ready to roll here. Portsmouth Ground RV266 Victor Alpha is on November, ready to taxi with Lima.
RV266 Victor Alpha, Portsmouth Ground, runway 16 taxi via Quebec Alpha Bravo.
I'll be taking November Alpha Bravo for RV6 Victor Alpha.
RV6 Victor Alpha, approved as requested.
Thank you. Alright, so November Alpha Bravo to runway 16. This is November right here. Alpha is the one that goes end to end straight ahead, and we'll make a right turn and then go down to runway 16. And since the winds shifted, they're now out of more of the south. We're going to be departing going the other way.
Okay.
All day we've been coming in, going towards the north.
Skyhawk 78 Romeo, free change approved. You have a safe day.
You ever been in a small plane?
No.
No?
No, I have not. This is awesome.
Cool. Oh, you chose a good day for it.
Yeah, apparently.
I mean, it's pretty nice up there.
Yeah.
Been up there all day, so been nice. Obviously, the runway here is huge.
Yes, I can see that.
We don't need to use all of it, so we're only going to be going down to Bravo here, which gives us about 4,000 feet of runway.
Okay.
We don't need the extra 8,000 or whatever that will be behind us.
Tim was saying that there's some...
And 6 Victor Alpha, would you be requesting flight following, sir?
Negative on the flight following. It's just going to be VFR self-departure.
6 Victor Alpha, roger.
All right, what were you saying?
Tim was saying there's some huge planes that come through here.
Yeah.
So they need a lot of runway, but
Yep.
this doesn't.
No, not at all. Yeah, the 135s, the big gray planes there, those are the aerial refuelers.
Okay.
So when those are fully loaded up with fuel to go on a mission to refuel another aircraft, they use a lot of runway.
Yeah.
So they need a lot of space. where we'll be taking off from right here. We're going to start with just turning it into the wind. That way we can do our engine run. Make sure everything's running normal. Like so. I always got to let it warm up just a little bit longer. In the meantime, I'll make sure everything else is set. Make sure our controls all move as they should. Okay. Rudder moves as it should. Cool. Alright, so when you're flying this, you are going to fly it, it's just really small movements. It doesn't need a lot of, deflection for it to respond. You just kind of fly it with your fingertips, just really loose. It's kind of sporty, so
Helicopter
it's just super smooth.
7 X-ray, Portsmouth Tower, ident.
Everything else looks good, so we're just waiting for the oil temp to come up into not the yellow, and then we'll go ahead and give it some throttle, do an engine run.
Helicopter 17 X-ray, ident observed, enter right downwind for runway 16, report downwind.
If you got any questions or concerns, just let me know. I'll do my best to address them. If you get warm, which you might, this is the heat here, so just let me know and we can turn the heat down. We can already probably turn it down a little bit because it will be warm in here.
I forgot something. I have Lima. I'm sorry. Pilot first.
Yeah, sure.
Cross country solo.
Everyone said X-ray. I just want to verify you do want to come to the runway for your landing.
Come to the runway for a touch and go landing. Yes.
Roger.
All right, so now we're out of the yellow. We're at 124 there.
Okay.
So we can go ahead and bring the throttle up to 4,000. There's our tack right here.
Yep.
And everything's running nice and smooth. Our gauges are all reading as they should be. Everything's in the green except for our battery volts, which is charging at 12 amps. So.
We're Trinidad 20 Mike.
And we check each ignition system independently to make sure the engine runs on each one.
20 Kilo Mike.
Nice and smooth. Everything's in the green now. Battery's fully charged. Up in the green. Everything is good. Now we bring it back. Make sure it runs nice and smooth still at idle.
Transition approved.
It does. Everything's still green except for our battery stuff, which is normal.
3016.
All right.
And we're going to go turn our light on and line ourselves back up. And we're ready to go.
And 0 Kilo Mike, say altitude of transition.
We'll be at 2,200.
They're going to be taking off to the south.
0 Kilo Mike, roger.
And we'll probably, we'll make a right turn out, head out towards like Hampton, fly down the beach, go see like Newburyport, that area, maybe over towards Exeter.
Portsmouth Tower, helicopter 442, Bravo Delta, with information Lima. We are approximately 10 miles to the northeast, inbound full Falcon Deco helicopter.
See the runway here.
Yep, yeah, it has synthetic vision, so you'll be able to see water and stuff on there.
Okay.
2 Delta Lima, Portsmouth Tower, report 1 mile east of the field.
Report 1 mile east of the field for 442, Bravo Delta.
Portsmouth Tower, V266, Victor Alpha holding short, 16 of Bravo for south departure.
RV266, Victor Alpha, Portsmouth Tower, runway 16 at Bravo, wind 140 at 8, cleared for takeoff, southbound departure approved.
Clear for takeoff, 16 Bravo, southbound approved, 6 Victor Alpha, thanks. Alright, we're cleared to go. This should be a nice short takeoff roll with a little bit of wind coming down the runway.
Alright.
We'll pull out here. Everything's all clear.
Checking in.
Here's our runway. We're going to line it up on our line. Alright.
Helicopter 17 X-ray, runway 16.
And we're going to feed in full throttle.
0 at 7, clear touch and go.
Clear touch and go.
There's throttle full. Everything's reading green. Gauges are good. Now I'm just going to lift the nose up. Take a nice and smooth roll. And it'll just gradually come up off the ground. Away we go. Everything's still reading green. Might feel a little bit of bumps as we climb up just because of that wind.
Alright.
It's a lot smoother up higher once we get there. clear off of our right side. He told us we could turn to the south, so we're just going to go a little bit to the right here. Alright, so right now we're climbing up through 1,200 feet right there, going at about 80 knots.
Alpha traffic 5 miles, 12 o'clock. It's Trinidad transitioning the field to the south.
Alright, we'll be keeping an eye out for that traffic, 6 Victor Alpha.
And 6 Victor Alpha. That traffic is northeastbound. He's south to north at 2,200. What altitude you climb to?
We're going up to 2,000. I'm going to swing off to the right a little bit, stay over towards 95. I got him on the screen, and we'll keep him off our left side.
6 Victor Alpha, roger. And Trinidad 20 Kilo Mike traffic at you now, 11 o'clock and 3 miles is a RV climb through 1,500, turning right southwestbound, avoid you.
Okay, 20 Kilo Mike, thanks, we're looking.
Alright, so let's see if we can find this guy. So we see him on the screen here. He's 500 feet above us, going to be going, I got him in sight now. 6 Victor Alpha, head traffic in sight.
6 Victor Alpha, roger.
So he's just passing right up over here.
Oh, okay.
And 20 Kilo Mike, traffic has insight.
0 Kilo Mike, now.
Alright.
Do the screen.
Yep. Yeah, so our system shows other airplanes. They'll show pretty much all other traffic as long as they have a working transponder. And it also has live weather as well. So if there's any sort of precipitation or anything, it'll come up on here as well.
That's awesome. Had quite a view up here.
Yeah. Alright, now we'll kind of make our way back to the coast now that we're clear of that conflict. Should be a little bit smoother once we get over by the water. And we'll dial back the power a little bit. And I want you to go ahead and take the stick. So just fly it, like I said, just with the fingertips on your left hand.
Okay.
And just get a feel for it, give it a little wiggle, see how sensitive it is. Responds immediately.
Yeah.
And just fly straight out to the coast. Once we hit the coast, you can make a right turn and follow the coast.
Okay.
Once we get away from these clouds, it should be smooth. So we're cruising just under 90 knots here. That's our speed. There's our altitude just under 2,000 feet. Here's our heading down there, going to south heading. You can see the coastline there on our synthetic vision.
Yeah.
Down on the bottom left is our current wind. So winds are out of the southwest at about 9 knots. That's pretty light. What's causing the turbulence is most likely the heat coming up off the ground.
Okay. Sun's so strong.
Yep, because the sun's so warm and the air's so cold.
Helicopter 442 Bravo Delta. Taxiway Alpha, beam November, wind 120 at 7, clear to land.
Alpha, beam November, clear to land, 442 Bravo Delta.
Helicopter 17 X-ray, Portsmouth Tower, same intentions?
17 X-ray, I'm going to depart to the southwest, head back to Lawrence.
17 X-ray, right turn out approved at your discretion. Have a safe flight.
Making my right turn, 17 X-ray, thank you kindly.
Now we're out over by Northampton.
Okay.
So you got all those nice houses down there.
Yeah.
On the coast.
Oh yeah, I've driven along the road right there before.
And they can go ahead and make a right turn, follow the coast.
Okay.
There you go, good. We got another guy straight ahead of us, but he's 3,000 feet above us, so he's really no factor. He's going to be all the way up there.
Okay.
I can actually see him now, just to the left of the sun. So it won't be any factor to us. Cape Air airplane, probably going up to Bar Harbor.
Okay.
You see him up there now, right over top of us.
definitely should have brought sunglasses.
Yeah, sunglasses are a must.
Trinidad 20 Kilo Mike, free change approved. You have a safe flight.
0 Kilo Mike, roger. Thanks. Have a good day.
This is Hampton over here. And we just passed Hampton Airport, which is back there.
Oh wow, that's really close.
Yep.
Little hop over.
Yeah, it's super short.
That's where the technician's at?
Yep. This is Hampton Beach right down here.
Okay.
And then after that little river inlet there, that's Seabrook. And then Salisbury a little ways further.
And helicopter 2 Bravo Delta, taxi to parking, my freak.
Taxi to parking with you. 2 Bravo Delta.
Videos, they don't really do it justice.
No.
They're really cool, but...
Portsmouth Tower, Cirrus 521 Charlie Mike.
Yeah, it's pretty up here.
Definitely.
Cessna 521 Charlie Mike, Portsmouth Tower.
521 Charlie Mike is a Cirrus SR-20. We're inbound about 16 miles northwest.
521 Charlie Mike, ident.
1 Charlie Mike, ident.
Cheers, 521 Charlie Mike, Portsmouth Tower. Could just continue southbound for now, remaining west of the extended center line traffic. It's a Cherokee off your left side on the left base for the R9.
Yeah, let's go a little bit more to the right. Kind of go out over this river over here to the right.
Would you like me to continue this heading?
Hey, Firmus, continue this heading, and I'll let you know when you can come on the phone.
Roger that. 1 Charlie Mike.
So we just have someone flying down the coast, basically, right over the beach where we are.
Okay.
So we're just going to veer off to the right a little bit, and let them continue their way.
A little more than I'm doing now? Or
This is fine.
Right.
Yep. Because by the time we actually get near one another, we'll be like a mile or so apart. So
oh, wow. Okay.
Won't be an issue. Right now they're 3 miles away.
Okay.
Usually it's hard to spot aircraft if they're outside of 3 miles, so he might just be coming into view now.
Okay. It's easy to see him on there.
Yep. He's also 300 feet above us, so. And I got him in sight now. It's just up here.
Oh yeah, okay.
So you can go ahead and make a left turn, go parallel to the coast.
Alright.
And we'll keep him off our left side. So we always just assume that they don't know we exist. Most aircraft do not have this sort of technology in the airplane. So there's a very good chance he has no idea we're here.
Okay.
So we just always avoid people and assume they don't know that we exist.
That's a safe plan.
Yep. So he's going off the left side now. He's no factor to us.
Alright. Okay that we've come down a little bit?
Yep. Okay. Yep. Yeah, we can fly as low as 500 feet above the ground.
Okay.
So we're,
that seems really low, but I mean...
yeah, we're 1,500 feet up, so it's not too bad.
This is really incredible.
Now we're in Massachusetts.
Oh, okay.
Just crossed over. Now we're so this is Salisbury right off your left.
All right.
And then straight ahead, that's the Merrimack River. And then Plum Island is on the other side of the river there. Newburyport's on the other side of the river over there. Oh. So we're going to be kind of going straight out this way towards Plum Island. And then we'll hang a right, kind of follow the river northbound.
Okay. Yeah, it's a lot smoother once you...
Yeah. Yeah, it's usually how it is. There's like a transition layer for the wind.
Okay.
Usually down lower, it's bumpier because the wind is interacting with the ground, so there's a friction layer. Whereas up here, this wind really isn't interacting with the ground, so it's just smooth.
All right.
That's usually how it works. And even this, the little chop that we're getting is still, more than what it was just a few hours ago.
Oh, really?
It was so smooth. Like, you didn't feel anything. You were just sitting here and you didn't even feel like you were moving.
Wow.
It was so smooth earlier.
Cheers, 1 Charlie Mike. Is this a full stop or touch and goes?
1 Charlie Mike is going to be full stop at Port City.
Copy.
And we're coming up near Plum Island Airport, so we're just going to listen in, make sure there's no one flying around.
Okay.
So Plum Island Airport's right up here on the other side of the highway, or just a roadway, actually.
Blue traffic 8X Rapids turning left downwind for runway 33 Plymouth 50.
And this frequency is tied to a bunch of airports, so you'll hear, you know, more, not just Plum Island.
Okay.
Chances are there's nobody here, so you won't even hear anybody. And you can go ahead and make a right turn now, just go right up the river. And that's Plum Island Airport right down there, right on the bend of the road.
Okay.
Real small airport with a grass and paved runway.
Man, traffic, Archie 05 Mike, left base, 32, touch and go.
There's Newburyport straight ahead.
Now this is really responsive. You don't have to turn it much.
Nope. Yeah, it's super light on the controls. I don't know if Tim talked to you much about it, but you know, the flight controls, the surfaces that move, you know, that whole surface behind the wing there moves. You know, all 8 feet of it or so.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of air is being deflected when that moves.
Yep. Yeah, we took a walk around while you were up flying.
Yep.
We got there a bit early, so we were walking around looking at the plane.
Cool.
Tell me about how a few of the things work and stuff.
Yep.
On top of he talks about it all the time too.
Right. Yeah, I can only imagine. He's pretty passionate.
He is.
He definitely loves it.
Yep.
It's good.
I can see why.
Yeah. It's pretty relaxing once you're like comfortable up here. You know, you don't even have to think about much. You just kind of cruise around.
Plymouth traffic 8X Rapids turning final for runway 33 Plymouth.
And just pull the nose up just a little bit, just by pulling back slightly. So you get a little bit lower, and that's probably why it's getting bumpy.
Okay.
So let's give a little bit of throttle, we'll climb back up. Let's go back up to 1,500.
Okay.
So give it some throttle, just pull back a little bit more. There you go.
For traffic, Cessna 8433 Lima, 5 miles to the northwest, inbound for runway 6, Bedford.
And you can drop it back down now. There you go. Not too much. Bring it up, like, kind of level with the horizon. So bring it up a little bit higher.
Man, still traffic, Archie 05 Mike.
Right about there, it's good.
Downwind, 32.
Bedford traffic, Skywagon 2718 X-ray, 9 miles to the north, landing Bedford.
There's something on here that can be telling me if I'm like going up or down, or is there?
Yeah, so see this yellow bar here?
Yep.
If you put the base of that bar on the horizon line, that's usually pretty close.
Okay.
This is Amesbury, Mass down here.
Alright. Yeah, I recognize that bridge that we just went on.
Yep, the Blue Bridge.
Where are we going? You said following the river, but just like going this direction.
So you can actually go ahead and make a right turn, kind of go over downtown Amesbury here.
Okay.
Traffic, Archie 05 Mike, left base, 32, touch and go.
Traffic, I was talking about that. Plymouth traffic, Japan 949 Echo Zulu, final runway 33 Plymouth. Mansfield traffic, Sport Cruiser 1 Bravo Foxtrot, entering left base for runway 32 on the 45. Mansfield.
usually see this far?
Yeah.
It looks really nice.
Yep. Yeah, visibility is usually pretty good. This is actually hard to believe. This is actually poor for the most part.
Really?
Normally we can see Mount Washington, which is I think like 80 miles away from our current position.
Wow.
That's going to be out here. Be right in here somewhere. Up a little bit further. That's right in here.
Wow.
So that's 75, 80 miles. Normally you can see Boston real clear. You can see Boston a little bit. But, I mean, normally it's like unlimited. Like you just see forever. Right now there's this little bit of haze.
Okay.
That you can see on the horizon there. But, I mean, visibility right now is probably still 40 miles, 50 miles.
Yeah, it's really incredible.
It's just not 80.
Yeah. Yeah, I was really jealous when Mackenzie got to do her intro flight.
Yeah.
I guess she's had this under her hat since June.
Yeah, seemed like she enjoyed herself.
Traffic 6100 Juliet. That's 7.
Back down. Now we're kind of parallel to 95. It's just off the right wing in the trees down there. Parallel 95. We're going right towards Exeter. And so we'll have just over by that white water tower there is where 101 and Exeter, or 101 and 95 kind of meet. So then 101 is going to come across up here. And that's where we're going to kind of resume as once we pick 101 back up.
All right. Such a different view than you're used to.
Yeah.
So much different than just like looking at the map.
Oh yeah, yeah, totally. Because you really like in a map, it's top down, you know, and you can see every single road and everything. But here, like you're looking at it from, you know, much lower angle, and then everything just kind of blends. Like it's just trees and then some buildings and then trees. You know, it's way cooler.
Definitely.
But it's pretty difficult to like. If you're trying to navigate via roads from the air, it's really difficult because things do not look the same from up here.
I can imagine, yeah, just knowing how to get there on the ground is a lot different. There's signs and everything. I can imagine this map really helps.
Yeah, a little bit. And I mean, it doesn't show like road names and stuff, but it has the roads displayed and like railroads and stuff like that. But looking down at a specific road, I don't know what road it is.
Runway 16, wind 170 at 7. Clear to land, runway 16.
Clear to land, runway 16, 0 Mike Lima.
0 Mike Lima, check wheels down.
Wheels down, 0 Mike Lima.
And 0 Mike Lima, are you going to Port City?
That's correct, Port City, 0 Mike Lima.
0 Mike Lima, Roger. Long landing is approved. You can plan to exit Bravo.
Say again, 0 Mike Lima.
Long landing is approved. You can plan to exit taxiway Bravo.
Taxiway Bravo upon landing, 0 Mike Lima, thank you.
This is 101 right here.
Okay. Did it take a left?
Yep.
Follow the road?
Yep. And so that's Exeter right off the left, downtown Exeter.
Okay. As I'm flying along here, are you doing stuff with the rudders?
No. No, for the most part, the airplane will fly straight without any rudder input.
All right.
It's just designed that way. And so right here, this little ball, that tells you whether you need to use rudder or not.
Yeah, it's telling me that a little bit. You said to step on it.
Yep, yeah, you step on the ball.
Step on it a little
So like if I were to apply too much left rudder, you'd feel like we're being pushed to the side.
Okay.
You can see the ball wants to swing to the right.
All right.
So if I just take out the left rudder, it'll recenter.
Okay.
Port midfield, downwind, right downwind for 16, main X-ray limit.
And we got another guy coming up off our left side, 2,000 feet above us, but he's going to be descending into Portsmouth, so we'll keep an eye out for him.
Okay.
And what you can actually do is make like a left 360 around downtown Exeter over here.
Lima traffic, 12 o'clock, appears northbound, 1,600 feet.
Hey, next room, looking.
What a view.
And 8 Exeter Lima traffic, still 12 o'clock in a mile, appears to be northwest, bound altitude indicates 1,500.
8 Exeter, we're looking, holding altitude.
Tower, that's 6 Victor Alpha, we have that traffic in sight.
6 Victor Alpha, roger. And are you at 1,500?
That's correct.
And 8 Exeter Lima traffic has you in sight, below you, no factor.
8 Exeter, roger.
There you go, now you can kind of make a left turn and keep following the highway.
All right.
And that traffic's well above us, no factor anymore.
November 63902 Zulu, runway 16 at Charlie, taxi via November Alpha.
Normal to lose some altitude doing a 360 like that?
Yeah, a little bit. So what happens when you go into a turn, especially a sustained turn, you'll actually lose a little bit of altitude because when you go into the turn, you lose lift.
Yeah, Tim was telling me that's what's actually turning the plane.
Yep.
Continue down the runway, make your second left on a Bravo.
That's interesting.
Down the runway and second left on the Bravo, so 0 Mike Lima.
Now we're going out towards Epping.
And Urban 0 Mike Lima, turn left at Bravo and hold short of Alpha for traffic northbound on Alpha.
Left on Bravo, hold short, Alpha 0 Mike Lima.
Probably know most of southern New Hampshire visually, right? Flying
Yeah.
around so much.
Yeah, I mean, I've flown all over, I don't know, this whole area, probably, I don't know, all the way up to like Augusta,
3920, actually hold
down all the way through like Lebanon, Worcester, so basically like this whole 100-mile ring.
Wow.
I've flown all in that area.
That's awesome.
Via Alpha and Papa, Quebec.
But we definitely spend most of our time in like this 30-mile ring.
Yeah.
X-ray Lima, entering right, mid downwind for 16.
Liberty 8 X-ray Lima, check was down runway 16, wind calm, clear to land, and long landing approved, exit Bravo.
8 X-ray Lima, clear to land 16 long.
And this is the New England Dragway right here.
Oh, cool.
Niner 2 Zulu, departure frequency will be 125.05, squawk 5323.
And now what you can do is make a right turn and just go parallel to the drag strip. We'll be going like a northeast heading.
Tower, good afternoon. Flight 774 Alpha Foxtrot, 8 miles to the southwest of VFR 2400, landing with Lima.
Flight 774 Alpha Foxtrot, Portsmouth Tower, into right downwind runway 16, report midfield. You're following Liberty traffic in the right down and to beam the numbers.
Alright, we'll enter midfield right downwind 16, 774 Alpha Foxtrot.
And stationary 92 Zulu, continue taxiing via Alpha Charlie.
Now we're kind of heading right towards UNH.
Is that it off in the distance there with that little white stack?
Yep. That's it.
Tower, Bravo 774, Alpha Foxtrot, midfield right downwind, 16.
November 774, Alpha Foxtrot, runway 16, wind 160 at 3, check wheels down, clear to land, long landing approved, expect to exit Bravo.
Clear to land 16, expect to exit Bravo 774, Alpha Foxtrot.
8X Charlie, with a T hangar.
X-ray Lima, taxi to T hangars via Bravo Alpha November.
Bravo Alpha November with you, 8X Lima.
We'll kind of go it over UNH and we'll hang a little bit to the right, probably fly over Dover, and we'll make our way back in after that.
All right.
Let's go a little bit more to the left just to fly more over top of campus there.
Oh.
That'll keep us outside of this airspace for Portsmouth there.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
Portsmouth Tower, helicopter 442 Bravo Delta's on November with Lima, looking for departure Dover Point.
Helicopter 442 Bravo Delta, Portsmouth Tower, just a hold short of Alpha for now.
Hold short of Alpha, 442 Bravo Delta.
And 2 Bravo Delta, you have an aircraft actually turning into November. Do you have them in sight?
Traffic in sight will give away 2 Bravo Delta.
Thanks.
That's pretty easy.
Yeah.
Surprisingly easy.
Yeah.
2 Bravo Delta holds it short of Alpha.
Helicopter 442 Bravo Delta, Alpha taxiway, beam November, wind 130 at 4. Clear for takeoff, proceed on course remaining east of runway 16.
Clear for takeoff Alpha November, proceed on course and remain east of runway 16, 442 Bravo Delta.
Dover straight ahead up here.
Bravo and hold short of Alpha, safe parking.
Bravo, hold short of Alpha, our parking plane since room.
Good afternoon, Diamond Star 7 Zulu Victor is 12 miles to the west and we're inbound to land with Lima.
4 Alpha Foxtrot, taxi to parking via Bravo Alpha November.
Can we get Bravo Alpha Mike?
4 Alpha Fox approved as requested.
Bravo Alpha Mike, 774 Foxtrot.
November 77.
Alright, now you can kind of swing out to the right a little bit.
Alright.
And you'll see Dover off to the left.
777 Zulu Victor Portsmouth Tower, good afternoon. Report turning final runway 16.
Report turning final 16, Cedric.
All those like brick
Yep.
and stuff.
Yep, that's downtown Dover.
How far of a turn are we making?
You can just keep going straight from here.
Oh, okay.
I just wanted it off your left, off the left side.
Yeah, okay.
So what we'll do next is I'll request to be able to fly up the river, go towards downtown Portsmouth. We'll kind of do a circle around downtown Portsmouth, then come in and land.
Okay.
Portsmouth Tower, V266 Victor Alpha, we're over top of Dover. We'd like to come up the river towards downtown, circle over downtown, then enter a left downwind for 16.
RV6 Victor Alpha Portsmouth Tower, that's you at 1,900, about 5 north.
That's correct.
RV6 Victor Alpha, roger. The transition approved. Report inbound from the river, remain east of runway, correction 16, extend center line.
East of 16, and we'll report inbound from the river, 6 Victor Alpha. Alright, so you can go ahead and turn up the river now.
2 Bravo Delta, going to be staying right around 1,400.
That's affirmative, 2 Bravo Delta, and making my turn for the coast.
Copy.
414 Delta Hotel's ready to go here on 16 at Charlie. Actually, November 639 at 2 Zulu is ready to go here on 16 at Charlie.
Stationair 6392 Zulu Portsmouth Tower, runway 16 at Charlie. Wind 1705, clear for takeoff, proceed on course.
Good night, let it go on 16 at 2 Zulu.
Right now we're just kind of parallel to 16 down here on the right.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. That's the way we came in.
Yep.
Today.
I'm sorry, 7 Zulu Victor, you can take directional numbers at this time. Check those down, runway 16, wind 1705, clear to land. Land long is approved. Expect to exit at taxiway Bravo.
Coping right to the numbers, clear to land 16, so land log and exit Bravo, Cedric.
Five. Visibility 10. 3,500 scattered. 8,500 scattered. Ceiling to 5,000 broken. Temperature -01. Dew point -09. Altimeter 3016.
You can just keep going right up the river.
18. Expect visual approach runway 16. Departing runway 16. Attention all aircraft. Hazardous weather information for Northeast region available on highways or flight service frequencies. Advise on initial...
Stationair 920, contact Boston Departure.
Portsmouth Tower info...
2 Zulu.
Good day.
Zulu observation.
What a great view of Portsmouth coming up the river like this.
Right? My favorite view, I never really come up the river this way, but my favorite view always is like over by Newcastle looking down the river this way.
Okay.
You know, when you see the bridges, you see Portsmouth Airport in the background, you see the mountains in the background. It's just like the perfect view from out over there.
Yeah, this is really awesome.
And so what you can do is just kind of see all the Coast Guard ships right there. Right down at the Navy Yard.
Oh yeah.
There's 3 big ones sitting there. Just stay to the right of those, right over the water, and then make a left circle around the Naval Yard, and then kind of come so that you go directly over downtown Portsmouth.
Okay.
All right. You might even see some subs sitting outside down there at the Navy Yard.
Oh, that's cool.
That's where they do some restoration and outfitting of new equipment. Yeah, there's one sitting in dry dock right down in there.
That's really awesome. And I'm just doing a circle around this little section right here.
Traffic.
And I got them in sight. It's a helicopter.
That helicopter, is that what it's telling us?
Every 6 Victor Alpha, traffic 12 o'clock, 1 mile southwestbound, 1200 Robinson helicopter.
Got the helicopter in sight. We're making a left turn now around the Navy Yard, and then we're going to be inbound.
Copy. Helicopter 2 Bravo Delta, traffic off your right hand side, less than a half mile, is an RV 1300, has you in sight with a left turn now.
There you go. See, that's my favorite view right here, looking up the river.
Wow.
It's cool, seeing the mountains and everything, the airport, the city.
Yeah, wow, that's incredible.
Contact ground 120.95.
Contact ground 120.95, good day, sender.
And I can just kind of point right towards the airport.
Just towards the center of it? Or?
Yep. Yeah, right towards the center.
What are these things coming up the little yellow?
Obstacles.
Ah.
So towers, buildings, anything that's an obstacle. They display over here as well.
Oh, cool.
Those little yellow marks there. Tower Sacred Drop is downtown inbound 16.
Every 6 Victor Alpha, check wheels down, runway 16, wind 1604, clear to land, and you can land long to exit Bravo.
Alright, clear to land, runway 16, long landing to Bravo, Sacred Drop, thanks.
2 Bravo Delta, is that traffic behind me now?
2 Bravo Delta, affirmative, no factor.
Copy, 2 Bravo Delta.
Tower, Mooney 523.
You can go ahead and make a right turn and parallel the runway.
Alright.
523 Zulu Tango, Portsmouth Tower, stay position.
It's 523 Juliet Tango, we're about 7 miles southwest.
523 Juliet Tango, roger, and enter in left, correction, right midfield downwind, runway 16.
It's going to be right midfield downwind 16 for Juliet Tango.
Alright, and I'll go ahead and take it back now for the landing. So I got it. I'll pull out a little bit of power. They gave us a long landing, so again, we're not going to use all the runway as we land. We're going to fly down most of it.
Okay.
Land further towards the end. Runway's so long.
Yeah, it's huge. Those guys need it though.
Yeah, yes, they definitely do.
And Tower 32 Tango is right midfield, down 116.
33 Juliet Tango, check wheels down, runway 16, wind 1403, clear to land. Long landing is approved to exit at taxiway Bravo.
Nice and slow.
Landing approved, 3 Juliet Tango, thank you.
RV6 Victor Alpha left on Bravo, ground 120.95.
Left here, Bravo, and over to ground. Victor drops you up. Portsmouth ground, RV 266, Victor Alpha, clear of 16 on Bravo, back to November.
RV 266 Victor Alpha, Portsmouth ground, hold short, taxiway Alpha.
Hold short of Alpha, 6 Victor Alpha.
Air Cardinal 250, I see you turn on the mic and just continue northbound on Alpha.
Northbound on Alpha 250.
That this guy talking right here?
Yeah. I don't know where he's going.
250, just runway 16 at Charlie, taxi Alpha Charlie.
Oh, he's flying.
RV 6 Victor Alpha, taxi to parking via Alpha November.
Alpha November to parking, 6 Victor Alpha. I've never seen anyone taxi that fast before. He could basically take off if you wanted.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was going fast.
Portsmouth ground, Sierra 521 Charlie Mike at Papa.
Aircraft at Papa, Portsmouth ground, say again.
521 Charlie Mike is at Papa, request taxi 16, and this is VFR to the north, and we have Lima.
November 521 Charlie Mike, Portsmouth ground, runway 16 at Charlie, taxi via Papa Alpha Charlie.
521 Charlie Mike, third taxi.
Warning.